Sonia, thanks very much for that. Ashiji, thank you very much for being here and sort of encouraging all of us at this very interesting, energizing event. I think when we talk about AI, we generally largely talk about private enterprises trying to fuel innovation in artificial intelligence. Tell us a little bit about what the government of Maharashtra is doing in the field of AI. How is the government here thinking about making policy for AI?
To begin with, let me take an opportunity to congratulate the Mumbai tech team and all the organizers to putting in such a wonderful efforts to have this Mumbai Tech in the city of Mumbai, obviously, in a geo. The kind of response I have seen from last 2 days, the number of attendees, the number of participation and normal age group shows that how dynamism of the Indian economy growth actually is, and which is giving a confidence to all the people who want to work with the tech. Now let me come to your question. I must tell you the driving force for the AI in this country is nobody else than our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I'll explain why I'm saying so. The reason is very clear. I remember distinctly Mr. Modi first ever spoke about the AI in 2017. Today we are in 2025. Obviously, much time to evaluate, to discuss, to look at the issue, to look at the technologies through Niti Aayog and many more other aspects of the government functionaries. In 2024, the AI mission has been set by the Honorable Prime Minister. And that's why I feel the driving force of the federal government, and especially the techno-savvy, the person who understands the technology, the person who thoughtfully brings the technology to the governance. And that's the key why we are here today. Coming back to Maharashtra, Maharashtra government, obviously, we are building our entire tower of AI policy to AI functioning, to AI industry, to upskilling of the things on the framework and the pillar of the government of India AI mission. There are 7 pillars on which the government of India is actually formed their entire policy, and we would like to bring the best to supplement and to support the policies proposed by the federal government, and on the same, the demographic advantage of the Maharashtra, how we can actually get on that issue we are working. That's the precise way on which we are working on.
And I think you've set up a task force as well here in Maharashtra with some of the best people to advise you to frame that policy, and that's really encouraging to see. So tell us a little bit about that. I mean, about the task force, what do you aim to achieve through this task force, and what are the timelines looking like?
As you mentioned, yes, we are the first state in the India who has set up a task force for AI policy A, task force for the GCC-B, task force for the cyber security C, and along with it some suggestions which has been come from the academic part of it. We have had a powerful group of officers who are working to have a center of excellence in AI in the state of Maharashtra. As I am mentioning, there is a task force where we have roped in the industry, like the Microsoft is there, Google is there, Mahindra is there, and along with it quantum science, quantum calculations, and the ex-vice chancellors of some of the universities, and some research group like Brahma Research Foundation, and all that is a part of our task force. We have given them a specified time, so obviously I don't wish to comment what they are going to give a report. Obviously I am not aware about it. But I can give you the guideline in which this AI task force has been given an understanding to do a job. A leverage of AI for good governance. B, attracting best of the AI and technological industries to the state of Maharashtra. C, the academics, education, skilling, upskilling of the students or those who wants to be the part of this ecosystem. Obviously, along with it, to have the best ever skilling system and educational system. So somewhat on these 4 or 5 points, the entire AI policy would come in a short time or so. The important part, which I wanted to tell you, that we have already started acting on the recommendations of some of the experts on the AI policies, those who have expressed their thought and said, why can't we have an AI university? So Maharashtra would be one first state which has already rolled to have our own AI university, to begin with, Center of Excellence for AI and future technologies, maybe like quantum and many other things, and on which we can have a better system to engage more number of people for a rightful job, for rightful career, and for rightful getting the demographic benefits and dividends to the Maharashtra. That's our agenda.
I mean, I think that's very good to hear. First in the country, for a state to have a task force for AI, advised by, the best in the industry, and I think that's very, very good to hear. And I think the other point, of course, is when we talk about tech and we talk about technology, etc., usually people talk about Bangalore, Hyderabad, but Bombay is finance. And I think that's extremely good that we are organizing this AI event here in the heart of the financial capital of the country. So I think you made some very good points there. Ashishji, the need for AI, right, from a policy perspective in Maharashtra, is that aimed at, so when this task force gives you the report, is it to implement, how to implement AI in the government, or these are general principle guidelines, which will then be legislated upon and then sort of applied uniformly across the state? I'm just trying to understand, is this going to be used within the government to improve efficiency, etc., or it's going to be across the board for the private sector, for the public sector? Just take us through that.
I think this is a very important question. And my straight answer to this is that we in the state of Maharashtra and our IT department and this task force, we are not going to limit it as only a sermon or advice giving authority. We wanted to travel further. And obviously for the same, we have already engaged into many other activities. Like when I say we want to set up an AI university in a University of Mumbai, we wanted to have two kind of engagements. One, as rightly Phil mentioned, even day before yesterday or yesterday, the McKinsey report has said more than 50,000 engineers in this state are going to get a better opportunity to have a job. So we wanted to have skilling, upskilling, educating, trying to give the best of the world to our own human resource. So obviously the word should come to us. The best of the technologies, industries should come to us. So this is one part as academics, which can be said as a civilian.
Right.
But there is something more for non-civilian, obviously, which we are trying to bring. The tie-up of our technology and think tank partner, Brahma Research Foundation, University of Mumbai, and we have a tie with Indian Navy through Mazgaon Dock. There is a huge opportunity. Our defense forces, as you know, Atmanirbhar Bharat, this Atmanirbhar Bharat, this concept mooted by the central government, itself is giving an opportunity of 20 lakh crore, a kind of a business worth can be generated through these startups, tech companies, the experts, and everybody. We specifically going to have a tie-up with Mumbai University, our technology partner, and Indian Navy through Mazgaon Dock. Practically for AI and technology, there could be opportunity of 20,000 crore. So this industry tie-up with industries tie-up with our defense forces, the defense forces like Navy may get an opportunity to have the best of the future critical technologies of our industries to tie up with the same. So there is a win-win formula in which, or might be we are the first university in India, we may have tie-up with some defense forces like Navy. So these tie-ups would benefit to the startups, to the industries, to the tech business, and to our defense forces also. So this is a vast and big opportunity for our own gain for the state of Maharashtra. Obviously, we have already created Section 8 company Maha AI, where we wanted to give the best support through our Section 8 company to the industries. We already set up Maha Hub. That is the precise answer when we discuss Bangalore, Hyderabad, many other places. We already identified the land at Kalyan. We have roped in the best of the industrial leaders to be the director of this Maha Hub. Like Kumar Mangalam Birla is a director, like Anand Mahindra is a director on Maha Hub, like Anand Ambani is a director on Maha Hub. Some of the academics are also there. The land has already been acquired, and we are going to create an ecosystem where the housing, the working, and research, and the push to the startups, this all can be done in one window, one umbrella, in one campus.
It's like this is like an IT hub, is it?
Yeah. Maha Hub. That
Okay.
is like we have a T Hub,
Right,
Telangana Hub.
Right.
That's a Maharashtra Hub.
right. And of course, I mean, a lot of it will be AI-related research, etc., as well, in this particular place. The other part is, of course, jobs. When we talk about AI, usually the fear is, that AI will take jobs away. But I think, as you said, the attempt also is to train the youth here in Maharashtra so that companies which set up, I mean, AI is inevitable. It's going to happen. So why not learn, adapt, and be the first to kind of embrace it? Is that the idea, as far as skilling is concerned?
To begin with, let me be very frank that any technology, when it comes, obviously the normal fear that these technologies applications would take away my job. And you can see when internet was getting rolled into the country, there was a huge noise about the same. Those were the days when the computers started coming to the India. There was a discussion that this idiot box is going to eat up my job. Forget that. Those were the days when even calculator has come. The people used to say that, oh, how the things can happen. So I think any technology, when it comes, there could be one side of the argument that this can eat up our job. But for me, I feel and I urge to the youth and the entire Maharashtra, there is a big opportunity which is coming. Obviously, the jobs, the skills, and the opportunities would be not as normal it would be in our old days कि अरे बैंक में चिपका दिया तो ये settle हो गया. अब वो नहीं सोचना पड़ेगा. So in that sense, we have started working on that also. We already have a tie with NVIDIA to have a 8-level educational system for 4,000 students in Maharashtra itself with the help of NVIDIA to upgrade, to upskill, to give them the best. We are entering into a dialogue with many other industries. I am not naming them now. The target is that within a year's time, at least 25,000 of our human resource should be educated, learn to be from the industry itself. And then that industry, as we have a demographic benefit and this upskilling, this would create an opportunity for all Maharashtra people to get the jobs here itself with the multinationals or with the best of the tech companies in Mumbai, Maharashtra, in any part of Maharashtra itself.
Can you tell us a little bit about that university you were talking about? What are the plans like and what exactly are you hoping to do? Just the size, scale, scope of it, what the government's thinking is.
I must tell you, not only AI University, let me begin with AI University first. the AI university has to look into all aspects. Number one, governance. The good governance is a birthright of a citizen. Using of the technology for the good governance is the need of the hour. And in that sense, the good governance achievement, how we can get it through government, semi-government, para-government, judicial, semi-judicial, governance in this state, that is a task. Obviously, giving best of the civic services with the help of technology. As you know, yesterday we had engaged into an agreement with WhatsApp that we are providing more than 450 civic services online on platform. You need not to go to a government offices, stand in the queue. Now we engaged and tie up with WhatsApp, Meta. So on WhatsApp, you can actually get your all services online. Like that, how to use AI. So you can create an ecosystem where the government system will only ask more number of people, those who are conversant, those who are educated, those who are learned, those who have mastered the same about the AI, that we are going to have the part of the curriculum courses in the university. We are not going to restrict the courses only for the academics. We wanted to have an industry partnership also for telling them to bring the courses which is a need of the world. So in that perspective, as I told you, we already had engagement with NVIDIA. So somebody like that, they are going to help us to create a curriculum by which this Center of Excellence and then further AI University will benefit the best. As I said, the tie-up with the defense, the 20,000 crore rupees more business to startups and tech companies is getting awaited. So directly defense people would be the people who will be the part of designing the course and curriculum. Like that, industry, private people, defense, government, semi-government, governance, startups, hub, administration, and employment. This circle would be the base of having the best university of AI into the Mumbai itself. Apart from that, let me tell you one more part, which may not be the part of so-called Mumbai Tech Week, because that belongs to my another department which I represent called Culture Department, where we already set up a company with the help of central government in our Goregaon Film City, allocated 10 acres of the land, and we are bringing the Indian Institute of Entertainment Industry. So we have given a land to have audiovisual and entertainment industry to grow in Mumbai, where technology again is a part. AI plays a role in the entertainment, filmmaking, short films, culture, music. So the first University of Indian Institute of Creative Industry is coming into the Mumbai. There also the technology will play a part, and we wanted to bring that.
I think that's very good to hear. And when should we expect? What are the timelines we're looking at, Ashishji, for both?
Maybe those who are present in this August hall, they are all welcome in the month of April, last week, to have the laying of the foundation for this creative industry. And in the month of May, all of you are welcome to enroll yourself for the new courses, which will be the part of the Center of Excellence for AI and Future Technological Upgradable Education.
Oh, wow. So we're looking at not very long timelines then. Very, very good to hear. Ashishji, just one thing. You're, of course, the IT Minister as well, along with the Minister of Culture. When you implement AI to improve services for citizens across the state, as you're trying to do, is that easy? मुश्किल है, आसान है, दिक्कत होती है कि?
देखिए, अभी मुश्किल कुछ भी नहीं है. छोटे से छोटा आदमी भी, एक तो छोटा बड़ा कहना भी गलत बात है. सामान्य आदमी भी आज मोबाइल यूज करता है. हमने सर्विसेज को अभी व्हाट्सएप पे लाया नहीं, लाने वाले हैं. एग्रीमेंट हमने कर लिया है. अब मुझे मेरे स्कूल का लिविंग सर्टिफिकेट निकालना है, तो मेरे पेरेंट्स मोबाइल से कर सकते हैं. अब मुझे कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट किस गांव में मैं रह रहा हूं, तो व्हाट्सएप से मैं कर सकता हूं. मैं किसान हूं, तो मुझे प्रधानमंत्री पीक बीमा योजना में 1 रुपया जो बीमा भरना है वो मैं मेरे व्हाट्सएप से कर सकता हूँ। तो अभी व्हाट्सएप यूज करना ये आसान है, तो मुझे लगता है कोई भी टेक्नोलॉजी ये कुछ दिनों में आसानी होने वाली है। और जो पिछड़ गया वो आज 2025 में 19वीं सेंचुरी में नहीं 18वीं सेंचुरी में चला जाएगा, इतना पिछड़ जाएगा।
बट आपको एजुकेट काफी करना पड़ता है ये जो नई टेक्नोलॉजी, बिकॉज
आज मुझे लगता है देयर आर सम इश्यूज वेयर वी नीड टू एजुकेट, बिकॉज AI needs to be utilized correctly with the ethic policy also. And this ethics to the AI is a big challenge and concern issue on which the central government is already forming the policy, and that is the framework and a pillar on which our state government is going to have our policy. But for me, when my own child asked me, Dad, should I use the Chat GPT or how should I use it? That may be a tip of the AI. I simply tell to my child, look, whatever you do on your device with the use of internet and the technology, if you can do the same in front of your elder brother, your father and mother, then that usage is ethical. The moment you will feel inside that the using of the device and this technology, I should hide it from my elder brother, sister, father or mother, understand that is a bad use. And I think that kind of simplification as far as the ethics is concerned will automatically get generated from the houses, because we Indians have the best brains in the world.
No, absolutely. Ashish ji, so when you talk about AI policy, there is there's message from the central government. There is Maharashtra, which is formulating its own policy, and of course, I mean, I think other states will also be taking Maharashtra's lead. Do you think, I mean, it's a matter of time? Each state will essentially have a policy of its own, AI policy. Of course, I mean, the central bigger playing, the rules are being set by the central government, and of course, each state will have to have something of their own.
I genuinely think, of course, I have not come across and I have not studied many of these state policies, whether they have or they don't have. But I feel, which is a normal process, that the federal government, the central government, have already had an AI mission. That is a skeleton, that is a pillar on which obviously all the states would try to have the policy to bring best of the business to their own state, to bring the best of the entrepreneurship to their own state, to bring the best of the technological industry to their own state. Obviously, which may need a SOAPs and other kind of infrastructure support. And I must tell you, our Chief Minister is a person who is fully personally aware about the technology, usage of the technology, business, usage of the AI into the business. He has already entered into more than 2 lakh crores engagements and agreements in the house with many of the leading tech companies. Already our state has come into force to give the land to the many of the industries. So obviously there would be a competition between the states, and there would be a situation that the best of the policy made by that state with the help of the federal government can bring the best to that respective state. Obviously, the human resource, which I want to tell all the youths who are sitting here, is the key of this industry. And I must tell you, because I have interacted with many GCCs, Global Capability Centers in Mumbai, they feel, I don't want to name many of them, they have informally and formally told me that the professionalism, the English, the understanding, the work culture, the work norm, the safety, the participation of the woman or girl student into the business of AI, in all that perspective, Maharashtra is #1 in the country. Let's leverage that out. Let's use it to our benefit and state's benefit.
I think on that very positive, optimistic note, Ashish ji, let me thank you for taking out the time from your busy schedule and sort of joining us here at the Mumbai Tech Week. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being a great audience, and I hope that was useful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.